So massive news today in Afghanistan. I'll be joined by the Foreign Minister. Marise Payne will join me just after 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time to talk about what are historic scenes, aren't they, in the capital, Kabul?
Yeah, historic and disastrous. Have a look at this, Kieran. Fleeing Kabul. That's the airport. I understand over the past 4 months, 430 Australians or people who work for Australia have been evacuated from Afghanistan. Remember, the embassy was shut in May. The Australian government could see this coming. There are 80 Australian citizens left and about 3/4 of them want to leave, and I'm told they'll be assisted out. This looks like a replay of the Vietnam War, except with perhaps worse consequences. There's a lot of speculation of a return of Al-Qaeda with a nation state behind them and around what's expected to be the ill treatment of women in that society. And the PM was asked by Pete Stefanovic about whether the whole war and our commitment was a waste this morning. He says it wasn't.
The war in Afghanistan, Prime Minister, was it all a waste in the end?
It's always Australia's cause to fight for freedom. And whatever the result, whatever the outcomes of that, Australians have always stood up for that. And I think that's very important. That is always important. That's what we've always done, and that's why Australia is respected in the way we are.
It didn't achieve anything, though, did it?
In Australia's uniform, everyone who has fallen in an Australian uniform for our values and under flag has died in the great cause of freedom, and they are great heroes.
The Prime Minister speaking to Pete earlier in the day as